And welcome back to the Heart of Chaos. I'm Javier once again, and I welcome you back to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we entered the Lanayru Desert in search of the Trial Gate of Wisdom, entering the Lanayru Silent Realm. And in this episode, we're going to use the Clawshots, our reward from that Silent Realm, to better explore the areas around Lanayru Desert. This will get us a Dusk Relic. Wonderful! Skip! Okay. So we do need to go around and explore. Now, they utilize the Claw Shot a lot in this area. However, they do not utilize it to the extent, that most people would like. I've actually had a few complaints that, when they introduce the Claw Shot, it's actually not utilized enough in exploring the desert. It opens up a few secrets here and there, but nothing too major. But there is one thing I want to show off real quick that I'm going to go ahead and run off to. I do not believe I have to cut it all. You might remember that we got a piece of heart only a little bit recently. So we go ahead and hop down here. We can run off over this way. This is the wrong direction. I'm so sorry. You think you're doing the right thing, and you end up screwing everything up. I'm gonna cut to where I need to be. I suppose even the best gamers like me have slips every now and then. I mean, obviously, I'm the perfect being, and you can never match my skills, but, you can hope, you can try, you'll not succeed, though. Yes, it is the purpose to sound cocky. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and use these claw shots as they're intended to be used. Oh, this is awkward. We are to use the claw shots to go along this path. All you have to do is aim constantly. It automatically brings out the claw shots when you are hanging like this. Pressing B allows you to get a view of Link, but that's pretty useless, all things considered. Unless you need to drop down, but in this scenario, dropping down would mean certain drowning in sand, so I think we'll avoid that. Let's go ahead and run across this. Why did I come all this way? Well, as you can see, there is a goddess cube right over here that we want. So let's go ahead and activate it and send it back up towards the sky. There is another goddess cube I also missed. Before we even came down towards the Lanayru Desert region that we could have gotten ever since we got the Water Dragon's scale. I don't know why I avoided it, honestly. I just forgot about it because it's a pretty forgettable area that it's in. You don't expect to look for specific goddess cubes. It's the one that I located in Skyloft a few episodes back. Anyway, our destination is that we need to head towards this direction. As you can see, there is a question mark conveniently, so let's go ahead and place a beacon there and run our way over there. Which is a really redundant statement, and I apologize. So, another thing I kind of wanted to bring up, which is not necessarily a bad thing at all. It's more, I'm curious as to what people think of the Zelda U trailer that they showed off. Now, I'm not asking, an in-depth analysis of the 30 seconds to a minute long trailer that we got. It was not a lot. Nowhere near. They barely showed anything. We had Ayanuma talking about what he's been talking about for the longest time. In fact, he even thinks he needs to clarify it, but I guess he does for some people. I'm very much interested in what you think of the concept, how he wants to get rid of traditional puzzle-solving mechanics. In fact, I don't even know what he means by that. He hinted at the fact that maybe dungeons are the problem, and that dungeons may be, going away, but, I don't know. I mean, I can speculate all I like. I suppose I just want to know your opinions on what you think of everything. I guess I'll go first. Of course I'll go first because I'm the one recording the video. I actually rather think the art style is beautiful. Link has definitely a bit of a feminine appeal to him, but he's always had a feminine appeal ever since Twilight Princess. I'll admit it's a bit more feminine than it ever has been, and, you know, he has a ponytail. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. Not at all. It goes with the art style. More cute, more... I wouldn't say cutesy. Like, cutesy is the wrong word. It's an adult when, hey, Fee, my battery power. I know. I said I would get new batteries by this episode, but I like to ruin my batteries to the very last second, so that's why it's not happened. Anyway, we have a Goron over here, and I'll get into my discussion in a minute. But this is not Gorko the Goron at all. He actually has a different haircut. Also, if we go ahead, I believe, and play the harp over here, we will get a Sheikah Stone, which will be like, hey, oh no, it's not Sheikah Stone, Gossip Stone. I'm so silly. Anyway, we also got a Skip. An Evil Crystal, because evil crystals are evil. So let's go ahead and talk to him. I almost never get visitors. My name is Golo, and I am researching the legend of the 3 dragons, one of which is said to live here. At first glance, it would seem that there is nothing in this area, but I know there is something here. I will just keep on looking. So your name is Link. I see. Not the easiest name to say, is it? What? How about you, Link? Why are you here? You were looking for the sacred flame. That sounds like something I've heard of before, but maybe not. Sweet Gore, I remember now. I read something about it in ancient scrolls that spoke of the Lanayru Sand Sea. I do not remember all the details, but you can get to the Lanayru Sand Sea if you just go straight through here. How convenient. And you might notice that you have to talk to him because he has the key to that exit. Small key, this will open a locked door. You can only use it in this area. Good luck to you. Alright, and I want to do one little extra thing. I want to sit down next to him. So, you would happen to be interested in excavating, would you? You are? Well then, you are going to love this. The thing is, these research digs can get really expensive, but they can also be lucrative. Any interest in investing 10 rupees in my dig? Sure. Thanks, I will put these funds to good use. This may help us later, it may not. But I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Anyway, so you noticed that we got a key that will help us get along. Also, there are bombs here for whatever reason. And a treasure chest, very convenient. Of course, it can't be too useful. We got a monster horn. This well-crafted horn is extremely dull. There's still one treasure that I'm missing. Some bokoblins carry a monster horn on their waist. If you latch onto it and pull with your whip, it is possible to claim it for yourself. They're basically talking about the mechanic that Wind Waker used to get treasures. Using the whip will allow you to gain some treasures from some enemies, not all. So that's a difference from Wind Waker. Anyway, let's go ahead and use the key on this door and to make our way inside. Or outside, I guess. Now this area, outside of dungeons, this would have to be my favorite place in all of Skyward Sword. This is the Lanayru Sand Sea. But the water has all evaporated, and now the area is a sea of sand. Oh, Fee, aren't you getting the name now? Anyway, now I welcome you to the Lanayru Sand Sea for the second time. Signs indicate that this place functioned as a port linking the land to the sea. And now I welcome you again to the Lanayru Sand Sea. And now I'm going to zoom in on the Lanayru Sand Sea to show you that you came from the Lanayru Caves. Alright. This area operated on a new form of power. There's a 90% probability that this... oh my god, Fee, you're not letting me read this out loud. Sigh. Anyway. Did I say sigh? I'm sorry. I meant to sigh. I guess I'm not as bothered by it as I would be, or tried to act. Anyway. I was talking earlier about how I actually really liked Zelda U's trailer and announcement. It is a teaser. You know, that's wholly expected. Nintendo were rather jerks about releasing footage. We don't even expect Zelda U till late 2015, early 2016. At least I don't, because, I mean, we all know Twilight Princess was announced in 2004, and we didn't get that till 2006. So, yeah, we got a bit of a wait to go if that tradition is being kept. Anyway, before we head out to that boat, which is very obviously where we want to go, there are a few, you can see that there's these minecart areas, you know, they're kind of built in. There's a giant yellow choo-choo over here, and he just wants our flesh and bones, or at least he wants to shock us to our bones. I'd be very careful though, you do not want them melding back towards the bigger bodies, because then you just have to go through the hassle. No! Bad boy. It's a very slow fight with the yellow chew jellies, actually. I much prefer to go, you know, just slice and dice with the other ones, but I guess, you know, beggars can't be choosers. At least they're not hard to take down if you are quiet and calm, and you don't really have to panic at all. So that's at least a benefit. Now, if we head over here, I do believe we are able to... Aha! There it is. We are able to latch on to another one of these. Wait a second, was this useless? Okay, no it's not. Okay. I was worried for a second thinking, wait, could I have just gone down this path? But no, I was right in doing this. Walking in here will unleash a ton of Ericas! So many mothers wanted Ericas! Seriously, they sound like a name rather than an enemy or a monster of some kind. But who am I to judge? Doing that will net us a goddess cube. And that'll be that. Now, before I close this video off, because we are hitting time, I wanted to state that, you know, my hopes for Zelda U. My hopes for Zelda U is that it's just gonna have, no matter how different it is, it's just gonna have the same amount of care that we've gotten in every single Zelda game. You know, everyone's been polished, tailored. There have always been problems, and you know, there's no such thing as the perfect game. But to me, the Zelda series has grown and evolved with me, and in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda, the Skyward Sword, we're gonna explore the Sand Sea, and I have a story to tell. A very important story to me. Why I've always been a fan of the Zelda series, and how important it is to me as a person and a gamer. I'm an AVF Chaotic Reunion, and I'll see you next time.